Welcome back, everybody, to MCOC AlBundyRules. And as some of you know, I took a rather long break from videos. About 15 months, actually, just started back up. Just not too many days ago, actually. So I've had a lot of requests. People have said, we have not seen your account. We have not seen your stuff in a very long time, well over a year. So I've had a lot of requests to do an account tour. So I'm here to please. So let's go ahead and give you some account tour. We're going to start off with some of the basics and we'll go from there. I'm going to try to show you all the goodies on my account, see what we got. We will see on the beginning part now, my account has progressed quite a bit, but then again, the game's a lot easier to progress these days. I just recently hit a milestone of over 1,000 champs, actually 1,007. Total base hero 3.7 million these days. My prestige, which one are you looking at? 15.75, or with the relics, 16.1 thousand. We'll see some of my top champs showing on up there. We're gonna get a better look at all my champs momentarily. Then you're gonna see some of this relic stuff. I'm really not into the relics, honestly, at all. I'm assuming they'll get better eventually. Just ho hum for me, like, you know, not really too worried about them. Let's look at some of my stats right on over here. As those of you who have seen me in the past know, I retired from at least competitive war quite many years ago. However, still do casual occasionally, so my stats on that aren't super high, but got a little bit. Got some total. We do see I grind. I do say I never said I'm not free to play, but I also don't spend a lot. I do grind for what I got, most of it anyways. See the total quest complete over 20,000. Daily quest over 6,000. My quest fights 171,000, almost 172. Arena 121,000. So you will see, I'll put in a decent amount of grinding. Now, those who grind a lot more, perhaps positively there are, but grind pretty good to get a lot of the good stuff in there. Take a quick look at my titles. You'll see some of the titles here along the way. People like to look at titles sometimes. I've been playing for quite a long time. And you are going to see a whole lot of titles. I'm just going to keep on scrolling on down. Doot, 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 doot. Give you some little theme songs in the background. And never mind the sniffles. I apologize. Been fighting a little bit of a cold. So you get to listen to my sniffling as we move on down. I'm going to move fast. I got too many dang titles. All right, I just got titles among titles, on top of titles, with extra titles, aside of titles, with the titles. Alrighty, blah, 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 blah. Like I said, I've been playing for quite a while. I've completed everything, okay? Alright, so all that. A new thing they got now, too, is these little awards for the gifting season. It's currently gifting season. The accolades, almost forgot the name of them. The accolades. So I've been, got 6 of them. I forget which means which, but we'll see. I got 6 of these as of so far, by 1 week into the gifting-ish banquet season, whatever we're calling it these days. And a whole lot of other crazy little profiles, picks. Okay, let's not forget about the Masteries. I know anytime I do one of these, people always ask about Masteries. So I am currently running Suicide's Masteries. I guess people call them Recoil. There's all these kind of names. It's confusing me. So anyways, let me run a quick little Masteries on here. I have an extra layout for Battlegrounds where I have a non-Suicide's Mastery. Battlegrounds is currently closed, so I cannot show you that currently. But I do have a layout specifically for that. The rest of the time I'm running Suicides. So we'll see how I'm running it currently now. I have, of course, the big part, the Liquid Courage, and the Double Edge, which is the Suicide, 60% damage. I've got a few points in Assassins. Big health pools, endgame content, so the Assassins is helpful there. We're in a little bit of bleed wounds and a little bit of despair. Kind of ran a few different styles in the past. Been enjoying this one recently. I have less bleed damage. I like to run chances on suicides that might not be bleed immune, so I have 3 points on there. Of course, I need 3 points on willpower. And I have almost nothing over here in the proficiency side. Just, of course, the very basics. One thing I do have 3 points in over here is the Stupefy, to make the stuns last a little longer, which I use that mostly for the parry heavy champs, especially in Battlegrounds or in some of the things where there might be shorter stun durations. Okay, let me show you. You'll see that I have a whole lot of crystals. I know when people look at my amount of crystals on here, kind of freaks them out. Why do I have so many? Most of them are garbage crystals. There's no reason to spend most of these crystals. I'm going to do a quick rundown. I'm going to be getting to my champs very soon. So we'll see some of these. I just don't use most of this stuff. No need. We'll see good gold. I'm going to be doing a video in the near future about gold, by the way, so keep a lookout for that. I found a way to farm gold crystals fairly simply. Be sharing that in the near future. Keep on going. Again, I'm just showing these crystals because I know people have a hard time understanding why I got so many. But as we see, nothing too much. I am going to start hoarding 6 stars for the next featured opening, though. So my 6-star features will start going up fairly quickly. And of course, what I got a ton of is these solo shards, over 10 million shards right now. The 1,000 crystals, I could open up to 10 million of those if I wanted, or what, 10 million divided by 1,000, I don't feel like doing it. I could open up a whole lot of them, right? Yeah. Anyways, whatever the math was on there. So, let's go ahead and get into my champs, okay? Let's get into my champs. Oh, before I get into my champs, content. People like to see content. What have I beat? I beat everything. I have 100% everything. We'll see Act 7 100%, Act 8.1 100%, Act 8.2 is not out yet. Beta was recently, so it should be coming out soon. We've also seen on Special Quests that I have all these 100%, including Abyss, quite a long time ago. Now let's get into the champs, right? Can't forget these guys. So we're going to see some of my top champs. Let me sort a few different ways. I got so many champs these days, I don't even know how to sort them anymore the easiest. Let's start off with 6 stars. Let me start off showing you my rank 4s. There is no rank 5s in the game as of yet. That's going to change very soon at the end of the gifting event, banquet event. So here are my all R4s as of right now. Some are pretty common ones, some maybe not as much. I don't know how many R4 iHulks are out there, or Megas, or some of them, but most of these are, I'm not too creative on my R4s right now, to be bluntly honest. We do see my Kitty, my Dr. Doom, I recently got not too long ago. Quicksilver, pretty new too. Hercules, Nimrod, Shang-Chi, Guardian might be somewhat, not a lot, very underestimated champ. One of my most used, actually, Guardian right there. Omega Red, Null, Kingpin, iHulk. All of those ones I just mentioned are all SIG 200 if I remember correctly. Scorpion and APOC are not max SIG as of currently. I do try to max SIG my my R4s as much as possible. Let me show you my 6 stars by class really quick. And you'll see some that aren't R4s as well, including my Spider-Man 99, got him R3. We have my A-Bomb. Some, normally, I haven't been into war in years, but I started ranking some Defenders up because of BGs. I realized my Defenders were extremely outdated when Battlegrounds came on about, so I've been putting a hefty focus on Defenders lately. And including picking them in Nexuses, focusing on feature champs, that kind of stuff, and then been ranking them up. We'll see, I got my Thing R3, this R3 Overseer very recently. And we'll see some of my other champs scrolling I haven't got to. I just pulled Titiana. If you watched my first video back a few days ago, I just pulled her. And I haven't ranked her up yet, but she is soon to come. I got a whole bunch of Awakening Gems I can awaken her if I feel like it. I haven't decided if it's needed yet, but I got a bunch of Awakening Gems lately. Let's go on to the skill. So we'll see my R4s, Shang-Chi and Kingpin. Most recently, some of the ones I've R3 was Hitmonkey, just pulled him recently. Just R3 Korg, really, obviously for Battlegrounds. Just R3 Nick Fury for Battlegrounds 2 defense. I'm not a Nick Fury fan. Hate me all you want. I just don't really care for him offensively. I'll use him occasionally, but I do like him on defense. I do like my Elsa, obviously. My Black Widow. Got my Mole Man R3 as well. And then scrolling on down as we see. And just pulled a blade like 2 days ago. I got him from I think it was a Cavalier Crystal or something, or Daily Login, something. I got him, completely surprised me. It wasn't even from a $6 crystal I got him on. So I'll probably rank him up a little bit, at least to an R2, maybe an R3, we'll see. Let's go on to Mutants. My Kitty and Omega, both SIG 200s. We have my Gambit. My R3 Gambit is higher up on here than my R4 APOC. And then we have some of these other ones we've seen, called an R3 Stripe, R3 Cable with that APOC synergy, amazing. Just pulled Storm recently, working on ranking her up. Pulled Professor X recently. And let's see some. I got a lot of trophy champs these days. This year has been a trophy champ palooza for me, by the way. I've been pulling trophy champs out the wazoo. As we see here, I got all the 6-star pools. Of course, I got the X-Force, not a trophy champ, but I got the red one. I got the plat one. I got the gold pool one. In fact, you want to see a whole bunch of trophy champs. Let me go off the 6-stars for a second. Let me show you. I got a whole bunch. I got a 4-star plat pool. I got a 4-star red pool. I got on the 5 stars. A 5-star plat pool. And a 5-star gold pool. Got a 5-star Wolverine X recently, a 5-star red pool. So I got like all these this year. Up until like, I think this year I had almost no trophy champs. And now I've just been completely flooded lately. 3-star red pool. Anyways, let me get back onto the goodie stuff. Just had to show off some of the trophy champs real quick. Let's go into Cosmics. Cosmics. Got my SIG 200 R4 Hercules and Knoll. The rest are going to be R3s. Got my Angela, my CGR. Great Champs Terax I recently ranked up to R3 offensively. It leaves them for defense, especially when I was starting to get my defenders up. Not as much now. Just got Galan recently. Did my first tutorial in over 15 months on Galan. Just pulled Hoagland recently. Got him up to R3. Just got Gore recently. I've been doing features heavily because there's so many stronger defensive or multi-use champs in the featured poll. Keep on scrolling on down. We'll see some more guys and girls going on down. Got a 6-star Thanos recently. Within the first day of the gifting event, I got him last week, and then I duped him a couple days ago. So I pulled the 6-star Thanos twice out of the Banco crystals. Another trophy champ. And now down here, my R4s, I have Nimrod and Guardian, both SIG 200. Then we'll see, I just got Warlock finally recently, and I duped him as well. Just got a Penny, got her from an Abyss one, pulled her, and I've duped her since then. Working up her, of course, for Battlegrounds. You'll see a theme. I'm working a lot more on defense lately because my defense was completely garbage up until probably a month or two ago. Focusing all my rank ups on that recently, as much as it pains me to do that, but it's needed in Battlegrounds. Just pulled a Mysterio recently. Might have seen that on my banquet opening recently. And then we do have, of course, Mystics. Right now, my only R4 is Dr. Doom. I had just got Dr. Doom doing the cyber deals, but moved him all the way up to R4 really quick. I used my class year annual selector doohickey whatever on him to get him because he'd been eluding me like crazy. Made him my first R4. I got the Seagull Witch and got her duped as well. I haven't got the Seagull too often. I got it a few times. Then I did the arena to get 2 free months of the Seagull. That helped me get her the dupe. I now have Rintra. Awesome champ here. Been one of my favorites lately. Got him R3. Probably going to be my next R4 most likely. Definitely in the running. I'm a man thing. My Guillotine OG. Highly underrated. Moving on up. I'm one of those idiots who spent all of their loyalty on Unstoppable Colossus and the dupe. And then like a month later, they opened up the loyalty store. So I got 3.2 million loyalty spent on this doohickey guy right here. Ugh. You know, that hurts, but so be it. No one else is ever going to buy him at those prices, that's for sure. Alrighty, I just got a Mojo recently, and there we go. Okay, I think that is pretty much most of all of everything that I can think of. Take a quick look through my inventory store. We will see some of what I currently have, blah, 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 blah. Getting close to another R4 as we will see, based on my T6 basics. I have a whole lot of T5C crystals I'm not opening right now, so I can get more T5C as much as needed. A lot of these things I can get more as needed, based on unopened crystals I showed briefly. Keep on scroll. So we see all of these down here. We will see SIG stones. Looks like I got a bunch of awakening gems. Right now, 3 generics on the 6 stars. So if I feel like using them, I'm not going to be too tripping over it. I got a Mutant 6-star as well. And I got some SIG stones in here. And some of this is use them little by little. And I think that's pretty much all of the main stuff. Except I did not show the relics because I honestly don't care about the relics, but I'm sure somebody might ask, so I'll just show this really quick. And these are the relics I have as of right now. I got a couple 5 stars of Black Panther and the Hulk. I'm completely underwhelmed. But anyways, with them. Anyways, with the relics as a whole. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this little walkthrough of my account. And be sure to tune in for more upcoming videos. Thank you so much for watching MCOC AlBundyRules.